All right, we are here in the finals. I'm CTX Rain, and my co-caster should introduce himself.
Hey, I'm Toon the Pooper. I'm Forrest, and I'll be spectating this game as well.
All right, first band, Twisted Fate. Then there's Blitzcrank. Then there's Xerath. Xerath is played very well in the other team. And Twisted Fate. They have seen that, but wasn't. Yeah. And then Blitz is also banned for bottom lane. I guess I haven't seen too much of blue team yet. And then there's Cassiopeia band, who is very standard, very great middle. And then there's Shen, another really great top. And there's Maokai for the jungle.
Yeah, Maokai's just the king of jungles. I can understand why they banned him. The Blitz too, I don't know. I've never seen him really banned, but I can understand just because his level 1 invade is just too strong. I hate having to deal with it.
All right, first pick is Graves. The other team does a really good Graves Leona. I wonder if they're going to still pick Leona because the game that they played against CTX, when they took Graves, they still took the Leona. So I wonder if that's what they're going to go for as well.
Graves Leona, very strong combo, definitely. If I was the other purple team, I'd almost try and grab Leona right now.
All right, and they're going to go Taric Ashe this time. What do you feel about that bottom lane?
Level 6, it's strong. Just the two stones that stack each other.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like running Taric Ashe a lot, actually.
Yeah, and that has a lot of slow and cutting potential as well. And then they're going to go Nautilus, most likely Nautilus jungle. And iJosh will probably be picking the 80. I'm not. And then they're going to go Soraka Graves in a really good lane. For the sustain that they have from the Soraka, and Graves just has a good amount of damage.
It's always nice bot lane to have a Soraka against Taric too, because whenever he sees Taric running into the bush,
He silences him, yeah.
again.
And the global ult is also really is really good for the Soraka.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Nautilus is probably gonna be their jungler, and they're just waiting for the other picks. Oh, actually picking up Karthus mid. I haven't seen Karthus mid in a very long time. It's a very strong mid choice.
It's really odd choice to choose Karthus right after Soraka.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
Counter to Karthus.
Yeah. And then there's the Shyvana jungle that they've been running that jungler for like pretty much the entire tournament. There, Evelyn, not even gonna do it.
No, never do.
Just going to stick with the Shyvana. We've seen that person play Shyvana a lot this tournament.
Shyvana's just another one of those champs that really know you late game. You don't even want to play against her.
Yeah.
She shut down in the beginning. She's just a beast on the late game.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of picking Karthus straight up before the other person picks their AP because he is pretty easily countered. He's a very squishy champion for people that like close range. Twisted Fates really good against him. Lulu mid. This is what I've been waiting for from Alezra. He plays a really good Lulu mid, and it's very annoying to play against. I think they're going to go run Warwick top. Graves taking actually a lot of revives, cleanses, surge.
I think it's a good choice that they switched from Tari there. It seems like their team wouldn't have enough damage if they didn't.
Yeah, and Alezra, as we've seen in the past tournaments, he plays a mean Ahri.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Very, very strong Ahri.
Graves taking Revive Clarity. I'm not too sure about that, especially because Soraka is just going to be feeding him mana the entire time. It's probably going to be switched. Surge on Nautilus. Very, very strange to see that, especially with no flash. He has again,
I have a feeling that they
Surge,
should be
Revive.
changing all their summoners. Seems
Yeah.
seems the blue team's doing a little bit of trolling with their summoners. Clarity revives. You got the Surge out. I've never seen Surge in tournament play.
Yeah. I used to do that with Karthus just for the bit of extra damage on his ult.
Well,
Especially like there's the lack of flashes that's pretty much needed from the Graves and the Ahri until Ahri really gets to level 6.
I'm really hoping their summoners do change.
All of them going revive promote.
They won't. They won't
Like,
do it. They're trolling.
Yeah.
I can't see them actually pulling on a move like that.
Yeah.
It would be
And
awesome to see
there
that.
we go.
Though. It would
Most of
be
them are back to normal.
awesome to see them win that. With
Yeah,
those
I've seen
summoners.
revive teleports, but not revive.
Just bait the base race with that one. That'd be funny.
Push one lane, get all super minions off the bat, and just push a turret instantly. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
They're going to go Wukong against Warwick top.
Wukong should fare pretty well against Warwick top. I'd be worried about the Karthus though. Ahri's going to be a handful for him.
Yeah, Karthus Ahri is really good against the Karthus. Is able to really dodge those balls a lot and stay out of the range of pretty much anything until she goes into.
They'll most likely want to early gank this Karthus then. You burst the exhaust on him just to get rid of him.
Okay, good thing they switched. No heal going on for Graves. He's getting into cleanse instead of the heal. Usually pretty much everybody goes flash heal as
It's
the
quite
80
typical.
carries.
But with a double stun lane like Ash Tarek, I think cleanse is actually quite a good choice.
Yeah, I agree with that. So here we go into the first game. This will be a best of 3 if blue team wins, but if purple team wins this best of 3, then we got to do another one. That has happened in the Edmonton tournaments last time. I think it was blue team. They got knocked down to the losers, and they ended up winning the tournament that way. So what do you think's gonna happen bottom?
It depends. I don't know. Graves is always a strong champ, and if Graves gets ahead early, it's almost like you can't kill him because he just gets a little bit too tanky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that passive. But I don't know.
What about top lane? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen either of these players play these champs yet, but I'd think that Wukong should fare fairly well against Warwick.
Yeah. Mid lane, yeah, like we were saying, Ahri should do fairly well against Karthus, especially because Alezra plays so much Ahri and just knows that champion in and
The
out.
best part about League, though, is that you just never know. You never know how the game can unfold.
Yep. And for team fight wise, there's the Karthus has a lot of AoE damage, and the Wukong ult also will keep them in there for just that longer period of time. They do have.
It seems like they're going to want to try and just get Karthus to almost run in their suicide and then just keep everyone in them with all the stuns they have.
Yeah. And then they have the Tarek Ashe. The Ashe will be very good for initiating fights with that arrow. And Shyvana also helps that with as well. For blue side, the only real initiate they have is the Nautilus.
Warwick ulti can always be used too.
Yes,
but
that's true. And especially, I wouldn't really agree with that though. To do that because like they have a lot of stuns with the Tarek, especially.
That is true. But just the strongest thing I see that Warwick can do is just pick off the AD carry. When the AD carry just like goes a little bit over that line, and you can grab him.
Yeah, especially more of a squishier AD like Ashe.
Right. But mind you, there is a lot to keep them off Ashe.
Yeah. As soon as... Yeah, the only really CC that they have is that one stun from Tarek in teamfights. This is the ult from Wukong and the slows that they have.
Yeah.
The other team has the constant stun auto attack, or the stuns from Nautilus, a lot of CC that he brings. Ahri has the taunt, and Warwick has his ult, and Soraka has silences, heals, and there's just so much that they can do. So this will be a very interesting game.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
All right, so we're just okay. Here we go. We're gonna, yep. For buys, Shyvana, Ashe, Karthus, and Wukong all go boot spots. And then Tarek gets a standard support fairy, sight, health. Soraka gets the same thing by picking up a vision ward instead of 4 sight wards, and also picks up a pot.
And then
Graves picks up Dorian's blade, and Nautilus starts cloth health pots.
Welcome.
Yeah,
to
we see
Summoner's
Graves going with
Rift.
that Doran's blade early because you know he can keep the sustain up from Soraka. It's a risky move for an AD carry to take, but it can really pay off.
Yeah, they're going to go for an invade on but the Wukong is going to be there to see that. Oh, there's the charm, but just not enough damage there to really
For
follow
invades,
up with that.
you really got to make sure your team's just fully grouped. So if you do find someone like that, you can just capitalize on it.
Yeah.
If they were together, he should have died from that
30
already.
seconds until minions spawn.
So there's going to be a counter invade right now into the red. And Wukong's just going to sit top. And they're just going to go back and try to probably go defend theirs.
We see that early ward from the purple team. Always a very good move because they can see the jungle transfer over sides, so they can go in for the counter jungle if they so please.
Minions have
Or
spawned.
sorry, the defensive ward placed by them.
Alright, so yeah, the Soraka Graves probably just going to do their double golems. Or not, and they're just going to go straight to their bottom lane. They did take all the wolves, and are just going to take they did take all the wraiths, and then now they're just going to go get Shyvana that red buff. Warwick is just going to go give Nautilus. Yeah, Nautilus is going to get that. And then I'd like to see maybe Nautilus go for the red or something like that. Ashe and Vayne are... Actually, Ashe is still going to be ahead of that Graves from the experience from the wolves. I mean, from the wraiths and the red buff.
Yeah, that early ward placement was actually really good because now they can see if he transfers over or not or goes to their red.
Yeah, top lane there was a bit of a trade. Wukong actually lost that engage to Warwick. There you go again, and Wukong getting even lower.
Yeah, Warwick faring very strong against this Wukong. Mind you, Wukong does get strongest to level 3 when he's able to get all of his moves.
Yeah. There's been lots of trading going on top lane. Warwick actually falling pretty far behind in CS. Wukong's already 10 ahead.
We see Shyvana moving into the enemy jungle, doing a little bit of counter jungle, capitalizing on her really fast clearing of it.
And just the high movement speed of her also. And Nautilus is, again, a pretty slow moving champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's just going to not go for his wolves, go straight for his wraiths again.
Probably the coolest looking champ in this game though, eh? Nautilus?
Yeah, definitely one of the best. iJosh and Soraka are pushing pretty well against Ashe and Tarek.
And we see Wukong going B and just going back for Doran's Blade, trying to get that up a little bit of upper edge, take advantage of his farm raise. Not the best decision though, I'd say, as Warwick can just now catch up and farm.
Yeah, like he's doing. But the Wukong went back with the 16 farm, and Warwick hasn't yet gone back. And he probably should decide going back now that he hasn't seen that in a while. And Shyvana is actually pinging for a gank. So there will be a gank onto Warwick really soon. Now that Wukong got that good amount of extra damage.
Shyvana being a good jungle and warding for top lane as he wasn't able to afford a ward.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go. As the thing kind of sucks about being on blue side, your your ganks for a top are pretty hard because you have a long path to go in that's usually always warded. Unless you swing around this way and go all the way, but that eats up a lot of time, especially if it's not a successful gank. But also, Blue's ganks for bottom lane are, I would say, they are better. So, because it is the opposite. And Shyvana actually is coming for a gank right now into this Warwick, who's pretty far up and probably is going to go back.
In bot lane, we just saw Ash use her flash to get away from the Graves there. He just almost capitalized on a kill.
Yeah, with that 85 damage at level 4 compared to her 78 isn't that big of a difference, but after a couple auto attacks, it really helps out.
and Ari actually faring pretty evenly against each other. Farm's pretty equal, and both haven't gone B, and only one health ball used in mid. They're both planning on being late game heroes, I suppose. I myself just like to go balls to the wall when I'm in mid lane. Not the best strategy always, but that's why I jungle, I guess.
Yeah. Warwick actually went back and picked up his Dorian's Ring and a ward in 2 pots. So we can just use that Q a lot and not really have to worry about mana too much.
We see Shyvana just hovering in that bot bush. No wards yet for them.
Yeah, I'd like to see her at least try to kind of swing around.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a lot of like really good swing around ganks, but Nautilus is actually going to go for a gank.
Oh, it looks like Shyvana might go in for the sneak in bot.
Or the brush gank, because there is no sight ward in there yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nautilus is going to do the same thing. If that really happens, that would be so sweet.
I would enjoy that.
Shyvana's wasting a lot of time here. Same with Nautilus actually is too.
But there's a good stun and exhaust.
There's the gank, and they're going to engage, and here comes the Nautilus, and there's a Karthus all well timed, and iJosh barely lives through that, and they are first to back out. Actually, Ari almost dying, and Wukong's coming in for the kill as well. He tried flashing for that, but Ari used her ult another 2 times and got away without any pain.
Yeah.
Nautilus should have stayed in this bottom lane because, they're just gonna go for the dragon right now, which is what they should be doing with 2 people going back, and they'll give them the early advantage they need.
Yeah, they should be able to get this dragon pretty easily. No contestation.
Yeah, Wukong went back again and picked up another Doran's Blade to keep his item advantage over
We see
Warwick.
Shyvana almost falling from dragon though. That would have not been well.
No. So bottom lane, Ash is at 45 to Graves is 56. And Soraka has 5. Mid lane, it's 52 for Ari against 53 for Karthus. Karthus going back and picking up that tier for the early mana gain, and Ari getting 2 Dorans and a ward in 3 pots. Warwick top went back after Wukong went back with came back with the 2 Doran's Blades, and now Warwick has the 2 Doran's Rings. So trying to keep the items similar.
The purple team bot lane has not yet gone B yet either. Risky as Tarek has no wards, but they've been pushed the entire game, so they're not too worried about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully Ash can capitalize on some farm here.
Graves getting that pickaxe, and most ADs save up until they can get that BF sword. Wukong's coming mid for a gank, but the Lesnar does see that.
And then we have Shyvana sneaking into the brush on bot lane now. Might be able to make something happen out of it. She just got her out.
Oh, yeah.
Shyvana just waiting for the right moment to come out here.
And Ari's actually coming down for a gank as well. So another 3v3. Well,
she backs off as she realizes the tri-bush is warded.
Graves actually going in. He's actually going into his death right now. Nice ult all the way around. Perfectly timed. First blood goes to Karthus. That will put him in an advantage against Ari in items. And this bottom turret needs help from Nautilus. He needs to be down there right now. But Shyvana now is just going to go middle and try something a gank there as well. And Alezra actually is trying to 1v1 this Karthus, which is not a very good idea without minions around to absorb some of the damage with the Qs.
Ooh, we see good grab by Nautilus, and Ari able to ult in and take the kill.
Warwick actually, is starting to really bully Wukong. And Wukong actually picked up that null magic, or the MR item. And now he's up to 88 MR and 51 armor, and Warwick is sitting at 84 armor and 55 MR.
Alezra's able to doing some really high damage in mid. Holy.
And there's the charm, and they're almost killing him. She is going to commit and get that kill again. Karthus is going to be a little bit behind in the lane now, because we'll be able to push and she will be able to go back and be back to lane a lot quicker. And
great play by Ari there. Really, I'm really seeing why everyone says to ban Ari against Alezra.
Yeah, he plays her really a lot and knows her strengths, her weaknesses, and her limits.
Absolutely. The gold's still pretty much tied. Yeah, exactly tied right now.
But yeah, the gold right now is dead even right now. 2 kills for blue, 1 for red. Ari actually got both those kills on Karthus. She actually got the Negatron cloak instead of going for a bit more of an extra damage. And Karthus going for his catalyst right now. And Wukong's actually heading mid. They're going to be going for Dragon here again right away. While Warwick's top, they're going to do a 5v4.
Warwick places down that, Tarek places down the pink ward so we can get rid of any warded Dragon. Purple team's obviously still aware.
Yep, Warwick could have made the decision to push that top tower or come down, and he has decided to come down. This should be up at any moment now. I would guess so, because they probably got a very accurate timer on that. And their iJosh is going to get caught, and that's not what they want to happen. There is a lot of healing coming from Soraka. It's just not enough. And there's Alpha Garth, and that is going to go down. And they're going to go straight onto the Soraka at this point, and they're going to get a free dragon as well. Ash and Karthus getting completely blown up. Ash flashed away. Nas flashed away. Warwick ults onto that. Ash almost kills her and finishes her off now. And Alezra goes down as well.
Good plays by both teams there.
Yes, very well played. They went in they went 3v4. No, they went 3v5. They got 2 kills, but they lost. They lost 1. I feel because of that. I feel like blue team actually could come ahead in the 5v5 fight. And their dragon is up now, and there's probably gonna 5v5 start. 5v5 fight gonna start there soon for that. And that's where everyone's heading right now.
Yeah, we see Shyvana bailing on blue just to get there because they want to hit it up really fast.
And Shyvana and Warwick are at half health. They need to make sure they're not taking too much damage. Red team is taking a lot of damage, and Nautilus is swinging in from behind. Same with Alezra is going to be there very shortly, and it looks like blue team's going to come ahead.
Oh, Shyvana's able to live.
She
with just
barely lives, and
amount of health.
Karthus is going to go down. As long as they catch him, they most likely will. Yeah, there it is.
There,
and
Karthus getting away with just
barely
a
gets
little bit
away
of health
too. They need to make sure they kill him for that ult. And Ari goes in, eats that Ash arrow, and does not get fully stunned, and misses her charm, and that will be Dragon for them. They lost Karthus, and Ash and Tarek both have to be. This is the time they should be Dragoning right now. This is when they should be doing it.
Absolutely.
Not going for blue buff. That's not important right now. but now they're waiting too long, and they're all really low. They should have just went straight for that dragon, which is started right now, and that Oracle and the counter pink ward took that out, and they really need to get this and get out, and Graves needs to start falling in there or do something. And there's the engage, not communicating with the team, not getting there, but that is going down really quickly. And the Shyvana getting poked and chased out of lane, and the other team's still up, sitting really well right now.
Yeah, they were able to get rid of that Wukong. Wukong just got caught. It didn't even get the chance to use his ult. Made the fight just one right there. Shyvana ulted in, but it was almost worthless.
Yep, now blue team is pulled quite a bit ahead right now.
About almost 2K.
Yep.
Very even game thus far, though. We see the 80 carries almost an equal farm, and the top lane almost an equal farm, and Karthus just barely beating the Aryan farm as well.
Soraka beating the Terrakin farm.
And even the jungles are almost identical in farm too.
Yep. Right now, Ashe is sitting at good 165 AD, but Graves is sitting at 128. They're a big difference, but Graves, they do have about the Graves does have more attack speed though. Top lane, Wukong has that. I mean, Warwick has that frozen heart, so very little damage will be coming from Wukong as he has 2 Doran's blades, a long sword, and a vampiric scepter. See very low damage going onto that Warwick, and high going onto that Wukong.
Absolutely. Wukong's best purpose is almost the team fights, and just wasn't able to get it off in the last one.
Yeah.
If he does in the next fight, the outcome could be quite different.
And Shyvana is actually coming top for a gank onto the Warwick. So the game right now is pretty even. What do you think is going to happen in the next team fight?
It really depends just on player skill here. If the Wukong is able to initiate and knock up all 5 of their team, it obviously will set up the purple team very well. Karthus will be able to get into the middle of all of them, and they can utilize the team comp that they're obviously trying to make here.
A lot of pings going on that R. They do see her going around, but their Warwick is there also. They're going to try to steal the red buff that is not there. Or they are going to...
This Wukong not knowing the Warwick is there too, though. Oh, well, now he does. As they walk past the Warwick.
And Nautilus is coming in from behind. They're going to try to dive them right here. As soon as this wave finish pushing, Ashe is sitting... at this point, we'll be able to get bursted on very fast with all these abilities. And eating some poke as well.
And she uses...
And there's a stun onto iJosh, taking lots of damage. Here comes the Nocturne. I mean, Nautilus ulting that Ashe. There is a good amount of heals going down, and she should not... She's taking a... Yeah, they're just going to settle with the Taric or not go in there at all, because Karthus and Shyvana and Wukong are all on the way. Warwick should take this time right now to go push that tower. This is the perfect chance for that. Especially if blue team picks up... Ooh, iJosh getting really low and almost dying.
Oh, there's the Karthus ult. It'll be close, but it won't kill.
It won't kill him. And then there's the Soraka ult. So, oh, Wukong flashing, trying to get him. There's the exhaust, and the ignite will not be able to do enough. That's a lot of... That's 2 wasted summoners and the ult. That is very good in those team fights. And they are going to be able to do lots of damage to this turret. And Warwick decided not to get that turret, decided to go back and finish his Merc Shreds, and now he's heading bottom. Which I feel that he could have taken the time to get that turret. Now Lesra sees this Wukong getting, she ults into them and ults right out because the Shyvana is there. And again, to do a lot of poke. And they do have that ward there that they do see Karthus coming in from behind, and he will just warding back out.
not too sure what the Dragon Timer is, but I think it must be up pretty soon now.
It should be up shortly. Lesnar is actually going out after Esquire and not landing any skill shots on him. And probably will be trying to do some damage to this turret.
You see not maybe going into the jungle, maybe trying to make something happen.
Nautilus
before they get
ults
up
onto
low.
that Karthus. He has forced the flash away for that. And there's the Ashe arrow just barely missing. And there's the ult from Warwick. The Karthus is getting extremely low. And here comes the Graves and the Soraka. He does pick up the kill on the Karthus. It's very nice. And there's the Ashe and the Taric that just didn't. As soon as that team fight, or as soon as that fight started up here, they should have just backed out and went straight for them, instead of just wasting it and taking their time. And now their Nautilus is going to go into his jungle, and top tower looks like it's going to go down. And Warwick did get that turret mid. Les are doing a good amount of damage onto the Wukong, who has.
You see bot lane 2, Taric is going on this Graves.
Graves is dropping really low, with especially with those. And there's the ult, and that will be enough. Oh, no, it won't with those clutch heals. Soraka will be going down instead. That's why Soraka is such a great counter to that. And iJosh barely lives and takes out that Ashe, and the Taric will go down. That will be 2 kills. For 1, yeah.
Yep.
Very nice play, and he's going to get more free gold picking up that. And now, Elezar picks off that, and we'll be able to get that top tower. While the other 3 of them go for that dragon. The other 2 of them, that'll be a lot of gold gained, and they might lose mid tower, but Karthus is just going to back out because they don't know where they are. Very nice play, picking up a turret and 2 kills and dragon. So increasing their lead.
Yeah, we see blue team pulling ahead quite a bit now, but purple team might still be able to come back. The farm is still pretty equal, and they still have a chance, but pulling ahead almost 6K now. Well, this is League of Legends. You never know what will happen. I recently just lost a game where we were about 12K ahead, and they came back, stole Baron, and won it.
Yep. Baron was a big decider. All right, right now, Ashe and Graves. Ashe is a bit behind in Graves. Graves has his IE, and he is building that seal now, and he has he has a lot of attack speed right now, while Ashe has her IE, her boots, and has only a dagger and vampiric scepter. And for junglers, there's a Philly Stone, Heart of Gold, gold per 5 items for the Nautilus. And there is, for Shyvana, there is the Wriggles, boots, cloth armor, Heart of Gold, and sight wards. For middle lane, Ahri has quite a bit of CS, sitting at 154 against Karthus, who has 170. Karthus is a very good farmer, especially when he has blue buff. Just puts on his AoE and just stands in the minions and queues them to death. While Ahri has a bit of a harder time using her, has a bit of a harder time farming. Top lane, 145 for Warwick against 141 for Wukong.
Blue team really needed to go B and get some ward placement going on here.
Yeah,
they have almost
Lesnar
nothing
needs
more than
some
either
help.
jungle.
Warwick getting caught and seen by that.
Well, there's the Ashe arrow barely missing this Warwick.
Yeah. And there's the engage. There's no Ashe arrow. There's a Warwick engage, and the Ashe barely flash Q takes out the Ashe, and the Shyvana is forced back away while Elezar picks off the Karthus, and the 2 of them. And there's the ult from Karthus, not going to do too much damage, and while the Warwick is chasing down the Shyvana, and iJosh picks up the kill on the Taric. And at this point, there's a pretty big gold lead. What they should be doing is picking off this tower and then go straight for the Baron.
That's what I'm thinking they should do.
It's either that or we're gonna go straight for the inhibitor, which will also do them will do them really well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, and looks like they're gonna transfer top.
Oh, they're gonna transfer top, which is another good choice with those lane pushed.
Move to
they're just gonna go
for the whole team here. Maybe they're scared of
just giving them
a chance.
Yeah, the other team, what they want to do, is what they're doing, is that they want to be ahead, but they don't want to get caught and start to fall behind. They want to keep their lead, keep it big. And the further you are, they just want to keep their 10K gold lead right now. Nautilus is here. Nautilus is in a pretty bad. Actually, his whole team's there. Wukong's going to be pushing, probably going to be pushing that top tower down. That only has 623 health, and they're probably going to do a push mid while Warwick's up there. And Wukong is just going to go back right now. And he doesn't have enough gold. He's just going to get out of there and go with the team. Well, Ashe is going back right now.
We see both sides bringing out the oracles now, which is a good call on both sides. As Baron is probably the next goal of both teams.
Yeah. That's probably this fight's good. Yeah, yes, Warwick needs to... They don't have sight on this, unfortunately. They just seen that they warded if they're paying attention, but Warwick needs to get over there. But they do not know that they're coming. And there's Shyvana, where the Warwick should be coming down, but the Wukong's going to come from behind. But I'm pretty sure the Wukong should lose the one-on-one. So the Wukong is just going to back up while the Warwick continues to farm. And the rest of them are in mid. They're going to start to move back for the Baron. This part, yeah. I like to call this the Dance of Baron.
The Dance of Baron, I like it. Just waiting for one team to engage it.
Yep. Warwick is pretty separate right now. They know that they just seen him. While they seen him top is when they should have tried to force an engage onto blue. 5v4, they could definitely take the team fight. And the Wukong right now is going to go top and put that minion wave back. And Nautilus is actually choosing to go back right now, which I'm not too sure he should be doing. He did finish his Randomins Omen. And the Dance of Baron is done for now. And Alezra is just going to go pick up his blue buff at the moment. And red is going to go, or just going to go for that dragon, while blue is going to go for the Baron. Warwick is actually heading over. Actually, no, he is going to go towards the
blue
Baron.
team start Baron as they saw the purple team start Dragon. Very, very, very.
Yeah, they're just going to ditch the dragon, go straight over there. Soraka is in.
There's another misdash
Warwick. Yeah, Warwick almost getting caught right there. They are just all going to back out. They do have reduced health. They do not know. They don't know that they're still having. They could have taken it by now, but red does not know. Now they just pinked it, and now they see that word. And they know that they did not take it, and they very well had more than enough time to.
This Ashe is probably hitting their table right now after all these arrows that she's been missing.
Yes, and all of them been so close.
Such a strong engage.
If that Warwick would have got caught, that would have been a free Baron.
Absolutely.
And now the blue is just going to sit in this bush and try to wait for them while they seen that ward go down. But do they have an oracles at the moment? Yes, Nautilus has the oracles.
Yeah.
So they know that they're not doing it. They don't know that there's a pink in there. Alezra has to be very careful in here. If that Ashe arrow was up, he could have been in such big trouble. And they're just gonna head over to the Baron again.
You see Samuel clear that ward they put in there.
And Warwick is actually gonna go back, and they do see that ward finally. And they did engage it to try to bait them over there. So there's the hawk shot. not happy. And they're just gonna go into a push to mid. Or now they're heading. I hate the dance Baron.
Yeah, it's just the dance always. They have to keep constant vision on it because
Yeah.
nothing worse than getting Baron stuck up on you. Makes your team just feel stupid.
It's worse when you're ahead.
Absolutely.
So Lazar's just gonna push his minion wave back, keep it on the other side. So we don't have to worry about that for a bit. And Nautilus is gonna continue to clear all of these wards and try to fake Baron or something. Now that they do not have sight, and they will soon, for one of them, gonna drop a ward over the wall. Well, that one's gonna go down. They did see that ward go there too.
So blue team's doing a good job of just eating the wards they put down because eventually one of them's going to have to go beat for wards. We see the Asher missing again.
Oh, Les are getting engaged on while Warwick is engaging. A lot of AoE damage going down. Les are being able to drop right back out of the team fight. A lot of knockups. And there's 2 people down now. Shyvana and Ari is kiting this Wukong very effectively. And here comes the ult. And it's not going to finish anybody off.
Good
And
flash
Warwick.
by Samuel. He's able to get over that wall,
Yes.
grab the Ashe, and secure the kill.
And they could very well.
Absolutely.
They
should
could.
Baron here.
They should go. No, they don't have enough. They should try to push right now. I don't think that they have quite enough health.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that every
Yeah, they are
single
pinging it, so
team
I think they're going to be
so
going for
well.
that again. Or going for... No, they're just going to go for the top turret. And right now, they should be trying to steal... If they're not... Since they're not going to be going for the Baron, they should be going and stealing the blue buff of the other team and clearing their jungle and maybe even getting
Absolutely,
just getting
taking
the...
those objectives.
Yeah. So now they're
Red team's
going to
turret
go...
has been destroyed.
They're going to go for that Baron now.
Samuel able to tank it with ease.
Yeah. And purple won't be able to get... red won't be able to get there in time to really stop them.
This could be game after this B.
Samuel has to be careful he doesn't die. He's fine. And yeah, that's free Baron. It's 4 kills and a Baron. That's putting them, again, still increasing their lead, which is what they really want to keep.
Yeah, just gradually extending the lead of it. They're almost up by the looks of it.
And winning the first game in a best of 3 is pretty important.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of pressure off.
Yep. And brings up your confidence and lowers the confidence of the opposing team.
Absolutely. It's crazy how much of this game is influenced by emotions. When you're down, your team's going to engage when they should, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate these Asheros haven't been hitting because they could have really, really changed this game.
Oh yeah, if they would have at least landed that war. Oh, Karth's getting engaged on getting destroyed by Ari. And taking very little to no damage from that. And Wukong is going to be pushed top, but their Blue's plans are to push bottom. Or just go straight for the mid. Because there's just one turret, then there's the inhibitor.
It's 4v5 now, so they can even probably engage this under turret if they wanted to. Yeah, we see the flash. Warwick ulting in on the Ashe. And
Yep.
she just gets them out.
Ashe, and there's the ult from Nautilus, and iJosh just destroys her. And they're going to pick up the kill on this turret, and they're going to get the inhibitor. And this game's looking very well done.
Red team's inhibitor has been
Yeah, we still
destroyed.
see almost 30 seconds on Ashe, so this could be it.
Yeah, this gives them more than enough time to take out these turrets. And they need to engage right here or try something. But they're not going to. They're all full health, and this is just going to be game. There's the attempt, but it's a little bit too late. Actually doing okay. We're just don't have enough. So I'm going to see Quadra.
Shyvana not able to do enough damage in that game.
Yeah, and that's game 1 going to that team. And if they win one more, they win the tournament. But if the other team wins, it will.
Victory!
then if they win the best of 3, the other team, then they have to win a whole nother one. And there's a lot more pressure on the purple team. So stay tuned.